Good morning, everyone, on Chodesh Tov. Today is the first day of the month of Sivan. And something very special happened today, 3,334 years ago. The Jewish people arrived at Mount Sinai. The Torah says they rested facing the mountain, ki ish achad, like one person, belev achad, with one heart. And our rabbis teach us that it was in the merit of this unity that we received the Torah at Mount Sinai, that love for one another is a prerequisite to receiving the Torah. In this week's Torah portion, we find the census, the counting of the Jewish people. And while the Jewish people were counted from the age of 20 and up, there was one tribe, the tribe of Levi, the Leviim, who were counted from 1 month old. And the question is, why did they deserve to be counted from 1 month old? And the answer is because they served in the temple. Why did they serve in the temple? The Torah tells us that originally the firstborn of every family were going to serve in the temple. However, after the sin of the golden calf, there was one tribe that didn't participate, and that was the tribe of Levites. And therefore God said, I'm going to substitute the firstborn for the Levites. And because they were the ones who served in the temple, they were counted from the age of 1 month and up. But the question that the Chedushei Arum asks is, we know that only 3,000 Jews worship the golden calf. So why is it that all of the firstborn were disqualified? Why not just those who worship the golden calf? And the Chedushei Arum says that we find that Moses said to the Jewish people, whoever wants to stand with God and protest the sin of the golden calf should join me. And who surrounded Moses? The tribe of Levites. And therefore, the Chedushei Arum says that to be a leader means not only that you're an innocent bystander and you don't participate, but it means you take a stand, you speak out, you do not remain silent in the face of evil. And therefore it was the tribe of Levi that was selected, not those Jews who didn't participate, because merely not participating is not enough. And that is the message of the unity that we have to have before the giving of the Torah. That all you Jews are responsible for one another, and by extension all of humanity is responsible for one another. And therefore we cannot just stand idly by, but we have to become proactive in taking a stand and raising our voices in the face of evil, in the face of tragedy, in the face of violence. And a great illustration of not remaining standing idly by was actually occurred after the tragedy in Uvalde, Texas, where we all know now what happened. And the police was standing and waiting to enter the building, and a mother heard about what was happening in the school, and she had 2 children in the school, and she drove 40 miles and came to the scene of the crime, and the police were telling everyone to stand back, and she started to plead and scream and shout and say, you have to go in and save the children. And because she was protesting so loudly, the marshals put her into cuffs. They arrested her, saying she's interfering in an investigation. And she found some of the local Uvalde police officers that she knew and got them to convince the marshals to take off her cuffs. And then she broke away from the crowd, went to the edge of the building, jumped over the fence, ran into the building while the gunman was in there, found her 2 children, and came running out, saving her 2 children. That's what it means to love, to care, to not be indifferent, to not stand by idly, to do whatever it takes to save others in the face of evil, in the face of tragedy. May we merit to have the love and the unity amongst ourselves, to stand up and speak out and care for one another. Have a wonderful day.